Fuck this city. I hate Vegas. For real.
Why do you hate Vegas?
People here too fake for me, bro. Right now, I'm homeless and trying to get my life back on track.
What got you homeless?
Um, streets, drugs, um, the economy. I'm here. I'm surviving, but shit, I'm looking to probably go back to Memphis or something. Go back where most of my family is from Memphis, from the South.
What's life like in Vegas being homeless?
Oh well. It's something. You're treated a lot different. I tell you that. Everybody seems to think that because you're homeless, it's because of drugs or that. People don't know your story. It could be. Most of the people are dealing with mental health issues here, and let me tell you, that's one of the biggest things I've recognized here is the mental health that's here. I've never seen it as worse in any city as I see it here in Vegas. It's unbelievable. People are so quick to want, they're so quick to want you to do for them instead of them doing for themselves. They'd rather eat off my plate than have their own plate to eat off of. And instead of get out here and hustle or do whatever it takes to take care of themselves, they'll sit back and let you do the hustling, and then they'll sit back and hustle you. That's what I mean about the fakeness. Then when you need a hand up, nobody's around. Nobody's willing to help you, and they know they can help you, but they don't give a damn. It's all about what they can get out of it for themselves. How can I call you my brother, and I sit up here and I wait till you go to sleep, then I steal all your shit? That's not being a brother. That's fake. It's fakeness right there. And that's the thing I'm talking about. People we get to a position in life, we just settle for anything. We don't give a damn, we just settle. And I don't understand why we settle as people, as a people in this country. This supposed to be America? Come on, man, this country, it's for us, but it's against us at the same time.
Yeah, what do you think about that, man? The homeless issue seems to be going way out of control in this country, and it doesn't seem like there's any...
It's getting worse. Man, we haven't seen nothing yet. It's gonna get worse. Especially with this fentanyl and all this shit that's out, it's gonna get worse. People are dying every day in this city, ODing every day, and they don't care.
What is Vegas doing about it?
Vegas say they care. Vegas strong, but I don't. I think it only classifies those they think are productive for the city. I think if they deem you a person that's not productive for the city, then they're not putting the energy into you. It could be heaven on earth, it could be hell on earth. All depends on how you look at it, But for me, I think for the most part, the people on the streets, a lot of them just, they love where they're at. Some of them just, they settle, and it's okay with them. It's okay to sleep in a tent. And that shit ain't cool, man. It ain't. I mean, maybe 400 years ago, shit or something, but that shit ain't cool. Sleeping on the fucking railroad track in a tent, I can't do it.
Why do you think people settle?
For one part, they give up. I think for another part, some of them don't think they're worthy enough to have anything more than what they got. And I think that for the other part, they just don't give a damn. They're okay with what they do. To them, in their mind, in their world, they're doing what's right. In their world, it's okay. And they just don't. They don't put no effort to try nothing different. There's jobs out here and stuff. I know that. Like me, I got to a point where I've kind of settled, but yet I know that I can do more. I've been homeless before, and I came up out of it, and got back on my feet and everything. Did what I need to do, but every day you gotta. I think it determines the type of people that you put yourself around. If you hang around people who don't want shit out of life, normally that's what you're gonna become. I think to rise above a lot of the poverty and stuff, we have to surround ourselves with people who want more out of life. some people who want to be business owners and stuff like that. You know, if I'm just around people who want to steal and take from each other, I don't get nothing out of that. I'm gonna continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards to a point where I either change it or I become them, become just like them.
Have you seen yourself transforming into this?
Oh yeah, in some parts, yep, because they the anger, the bitterness, becoming more selfish, you know, and I'm still the type of person, if I got it and somebody needs help, man, I still do it. I help them. You know, I can't just sit back and not want to see somebody have something. You know, I wasn't raised like that. You know, you get to a point, though, you do get tired, though. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when I realized that I got to remove myself. A lot of people think that people should need to get around, and sometimes I got to get out the way. You know what I'm saying? I can't make you guys leave, so I have to remove myself in order to make things better for myself. So that's what I do.
Can you show me your rings there on your hand? I've seen that before. What's the story on that?
Well, for me, I know a lot of people say skulls and things are bad or evil. I don't really look at it that way. I think it shows the for me, it shows the opposite side of who I am. You know, on one hand, I'm this good person. On the other hand, I can be this negative person. You know, I think it's all about what you choose. A friend of mine told me a story. He said he had 2 dogs. One was named positive and one was named negative. And if he put them in a ring, which one would win? And people say, oh, negative, of course, because they think of always something bad, but it's the one that you feed the most. So if I feed the negative in me more than I feed the positive, that's what I become. If I feed the positive side of me more than I feed the negative, I can be more positive. So really the choice is up to me, which one will win.
I love that.
Would you say
That's a great analogy.
Feeding themselves positively lately?
Oh, they're definitely feeding themselves negative. Yeah, because that's what I mean when they settle. They're willing to, because I've talked to people and they talk about how many times they've lost something, they've stolen something, or they've gotten something took from them. And that's all, they will always talk about the problem, but they never try to talk about a solution. You know, because I know there's a solution to everything that we do in this world. You know, even when it looks impossible, there's still a way out. God said that to him, ain't nothing's impossible.
What's your way out?
Keeping my head up, waking up each morning, telling myself that I'm not better than nobody else. I'm not better than the homeless people out here. I'm not no better than them, but I'm not no worse than them either. So I just tell myself that, you know, I can make a way out of here. You know, it takes me to make the choice to do it. I can sit and decide all day what I want to do, but if I don't put no action behind it, what's the point? In Europe, I heard there's this big park, and they pass out needles and all that, and they allow the users to get high right there in that park. But it's controlled because first they give them the clean needles. They're all in one designated area, but if you get caught anywhere outside that park anywhere, they lock you up. You know, to me, America makes it more easier for us to stay on drugs. You know, You're telling me you're gonna decriminalize all the drugs, heroin. Now instead of me getting caught with this little much of heroin, I got this much and all I'm gonna get is a citation. I take that risk every day.
How do they treat theft here? Could you just loot stores?
It's called, what they have is a no-touch policy. So pretty much, man, they go in, get whatever the hell they want, and they just walk right out the door. And most of the people that work there, they tell you don't come back, or don't you just put it down and stuff. They can't physically put their hands on you. So if I'm working at a store and it's a no-touch policy, I can't put my hands on you, yet I see you stealing from the store. I can ask you to put it down or put it back, but if you choose not to put it back, I can't put my hands on you. You know, and then, I mean, if I put my hands on you, I'm taking a risk of not knowing what you might do to me. You know, I don't know what reasons why you need this stuff. It might be to take care of your kids, might be to support your drug habit. You might be hungry as hell. You know, and people, they're hungry, they fight for what they want. You know.
Last thing, I'll say this is going to be for the end of our doc. This is the last thing you want to hear about Vegas, right? For people that are watching this about the homeless situation, about everything. Like, can you wrap it up in one paragraph?
Man, to me, Vegas is a place where you come, you can be whatever you want to be, whether good or bad. I pray that a lot of us look at the positive side and begin to do more to help one another. The government fights against us, and yet we're out here in the streets fighting against each other too. So it's almost like a losing battle. I think if we learn to start loving each other, start loving ourselves more, then we can begin to love others. You can't love someone until you learn how to love yourself first.
Do you think there's a spiritual battle happening?
Oh, hell yeah. Man, I'm so glad you said that. I didn't want to mention it because I didn't want to seem like I'm losing my mind out here. But yeah, I've been dealing with that too on the spiritual level. There are dynamic forces that are working in this city. And a lot of people don't want to talk about it, but Satan is busy. And I mean, especially in this city. And there are so many people that are selling their souls just to have a little something. But they don't realize how much more they put themselves in danger when they do that. But yeah, there is spiritual forces working in this city. I've had friends that I've talked to, man, and they talk about this one lady I know from Maryland Parkway and Charleston. She said they seen a guy one night, the man had a hoodie on. You couldn't see his face, you couldn't see his eyes. And they said he literally walked through a fence. They said he literally walked through a fucking fence just like it wasn't there. And she said she pissed her pants. She literally pissed her pants so much she had to change her clothes. And they went over and checked the fence over there. There was no entranceway or nothing. And honestly, I believe it. I believe it. They talk about shapeshifters. They talk about skinwalkers. You know, there's definitely something going on. You know, I mean, we can't deny that. You know, if God created us, He created the angels. You know, we know that there are demons as well. So, I mean, you can't have good without bad. You can't have day without night. So we know that if there's a God, then there's a devil. So definitely there are a lot of stuff going on in this city. You know, people come here. I know people have come here just on vacation and end up, it's 5 years later and they're still here. Still.
They were cursed or something?
I don't know. But man, I talked to one lady and she said she was just here on vacation. And I was like, how long ago that was? She was like, oh, 3.5 years. I'm like, and you still here? And it makes me wonder, because there are things that are keeping people from leaving this city. I mean, I felt like there was something holding me every time I was getting ready to make that move. Something happened. It's like somebody snatched the rug right from under me. You know, but there are things going on, and people need to be more aware of it. You know, the rich, the have. There's no such thing as poor, middle class, and rich. It's either the have or the have-nots. And the haves, you see them sitting up in their penthouses in these skyscrapers, and they look down on the world below them. You know, I mean, the rich, they could help if they choose to, but you know, like God said, it's easier for a camel to get through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to get in heaven. You know, because they're not willing to let go of what they built and what they created. You know, but thank God for people like you guys. You know, we need more people like y'all to get the story out, so people understand what's really going on. You know, it's a lot of. There's been nights, bro. I'm telling you, I'll be walking, and I literally hear a woman scream, just screams. You know, and they talk about how there are torture houses here and stuff like that. You know, there's so much going on that we don't know about. You know, I think one of my favorite quotes is from The Matrix. It's what Agent Smith was talking to Neo, and he said people walk around oblivious to what's going on around them. And that's how we are. We only want to know what we want to know. We don't want to know the other half of what's going on in this country. Women are being tortured. Women are being kidnapped. You got the sex slaves, slavery going on, all this stuff. And Vegas is a prime place for that. You have a lot of runaways that come here from different cities. Young, they're out here on the streets, on drugs. And it's not hard to convince somebody to go with you if you got money and drugs. You got money and drugs, oh shit, they gonna go with you. They'll follow you. And they don't know if that's their last night on earth or not, man. But it's definitely a lot. I got a lot of friends. I've been followed since I've been here. Whether it was the police following me or someone else, I don't know really. But I have so many friends here. I've met so many people in the last 4 years. And half them folks, I don't even see them. Now, they might be locked up, or they might have left Vegas, which I doubt. Or they may be on another part of Vegas, but Vegas is not that big. Vegas is not a big city. And I believe even the police are involved with it too, you know. It's sad, man, I tell you. It'll make me want to cry when you only really recognize it is when it affects you. Because at first, when I first got here, people would tell me how they're being spied on, they're being followed. And at first, I'm like, I listen to people, but in my head, I'm like, oh, they might be kind of. But after a while, after about the 7th person, and it's been 9 months later, and everybody's story is almost the same, it makes you start wondering. Because everybody can't be crazy. It's not logically impossible for everybody to be crazy. They're talking about, so something got to be going on. Some people are really being followed. People are being kidnapped. Y'all familiar with the tunnels?
Yeah, we've heard about that.
Underground?
Yeah, where are those, by the way?
Yeah, it's out going towards the airport. I think that's the main entrance way down there. But man, it's a whole city up under here, underground.
Have you ever been down there?
You can't even go. You have to be invited. They say if you go down there without being invited, you might not come back out. But you have to be invited down there in order to go down there. But I know out there by the airport, there's a lot of activity and stuff out there. I was out there with a girl and we was getting high one night, and I could see way out in the distance, somebody was just leaning against a tree, and I could tell you, they were looking dead at us. Where they were standing, they were looking dead at us. And I'm like, this shit. And I found out the girl that I was with, she had been down there. She had been in the tunnels. And I think once you do all that, it changes you, you know what I'm saying? But people get sucked in. They get sucked in, man, and because they don't have no family or they don't have nobody to talk to, a lot of people, they're afraid and they give in. But I trust God, and if it's my time, it's my time. I trust that God keeps me safe. Even if there been nights that I was afraid, I trust that He'll keep me safe. But yeah, it's a lot going on in this city. People need to be aware of that.
You think we'd be safe going in the tunnels?
If you get invited, I think you will be.
What if we don't?
50-50. Be honest with you, 50-50, because that's what I was told. One of the biggest things, one of the 2 words that I've been told since I've been here: pay attention. Just pay attention, and you'll see what's really going on. That's all y'all got to do. You guys, if y'all guys just pay attention, y'all will see it yourself. Y'all start seeing stuff differently than what most people see. Because these tourists and all that, they're already living in their own worlds. They come here to have fun. They see the trash, but they don't see the real reason why things are the way they are. But if you just pay attention, you'll start seeing it.
How does it make you feel the way things are right now?
Makes me want to cry. Yeah. Makes me want to cry, man. Some people, nobody deserves to be out here homeless or anything. No matter how hard or dark their hearts are and stuff. I wish nothing on nobody. I wouldn't want to wish nothing on nobody, not even on my enemies or nothing. But it makes me want to cry, man. It's sad. it's sad to see the people that I've gotten to know, their friends, and it drives them crazy, man. People will sit back and make you think that you're actually losing your mind. And who's gonna believe? These people walking by, who wants to believe somebody like me? You know what I'm saying? Who wants to believe somebody like me? Because all they're gonna see is a homeless man. All they're gonna see is they're doing a documentary, bro. They're doing a documentary. All they see is a homeless person. All they see is a drug addict. They don't know my story. They don't know where I'm from. I actually got an associate's degree in culinary arts. I'm a chef. You know, I went back to school when I was in Atlanta back here in 2017. You know, but they don't know nobody's story. They care less. You know, I think today people are more selfish than they've ever been in their lives. It's a spirit of selfishness over us, all of us. And to an extent, all of us are selfish to an extent. But some, man, they can have all the money in the world. They wouldn't give a damn about whether you're hungry or not. You know, I can't sit back. I got a young girl that last night, I call her, she's like my niece to me. She's only 20 years old. She's on fentanyl, she's on blues, she's on crystal. And man, every time she turned around, she said they're stealing her shit from her, taking from her. And she ain't lying, they take her stuff. They steal from her, but it's driving her. It's literally driving that young lady insane, man. And I'm afraid for her. I'm afraid that she's gonna hurt herself, you know, and do something bad to herself, you know. And I don't have no power. I don't have enough power in me to do nothing about it. You know, all I can do is pray and ask God to keep her safe. You know, but man, when I was 20 years old, I wasn't stressing about nothing. You know, today, these kids today, they stress about, man, they got more issues than the adults have. You know, and she's only 20 years old. She should be somewhere in college somewhere, or she should be somewhere working. And yet she's on the street, she's homeless, and nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares about her. All they talk about is what she does if she's she's doing what she knows what to do to survive. That's what she does. She do what she knows what to do to survive like anybody else will. But for her to be 20 years old and no one gives a fuck, it's sad. That's why I want to get the hell out of the city, because nobody cares. They appear to care, but a lot of people, if people care, it shows in your action. I won't sit there and just run my damn mouth. If I say I'm going to feed you or help you, I'll feed you. I don't simply tell you I'm going to do it. I go get food for you. Even if I got to take it out my own mouth to give it to you, you know. That's love. That's caring for other people. Man, you can speak to people, just say, hey, how you doing today? They look at you like you're fucking trying to kill them or something. Now people don't even have to leave their fucking homes. They can order your groceries from home. You can pay your bills. You can order weed, liquor, fucking sex if you want. Have fucking come to your house. You don't have to even leave your homes no more. And people are not socializing with each other. Because I'm of a different race and different color doesn't make me no better or different than you. We're still the same. God still created all of us. You know. But yeah. I just pray, man, that we'll wake up one day. God is waking up his soldiers, though. You know, there is an awakening happening. Prophets are prophesying. People are seeing vision, dreams and stuff. People are opening up, and he's opening up their minds so that we can prepare for what's to come ahead. You know, and we all have to prepare because it's coming. Whether we see it in our lifetime or not, it's coming. You know, spiritual war is coming, all that. We have to be ready for it. You know, Satan knows his time is short on this earth. You know, but we, as a people, you know, even me as a black man, my own people look at me differently. They say they don't understand the choices that we make, and I blame no one. Don't get me wrong. I blame no one for my position. I take full accountability for my own actions. So I don't blame nobody for where I'm at, you know. But at the same time, God said that if we're brothers, then we help one another. I don't keep my foot on your neck and keep you down, and in the same breath tell you I love you. It doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? It's like in the Bible, a father wouldn't feed his son a snake or give his son a stone for a loaf of bread. He's going to give him bread. So even if an evil man can still give his son bread, there's still love in his heart somewhere. He has to have it in his heart. Because if he didn't, he wouldn't give a damn about his own son. You know. Yep, that's it.
Well, thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Man,
Yes,
you're
sir.
a real dude. I
Yes, sir.
appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Really
God bless. A gel surge XL.
Oh, yeah.
Lethal.
Oh man, God bless you, brother.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir, man. Where y'all from? We from Detroit?
Originally Detroit, yeah.
You?
Seattle originally, but we're in
Seattle?
Phoenix now.
I thought about moving to Seattle.
It's tough there too.
Yeah, I've heard Seattle, Oregon, and the thing is they criminalize the drugs.
Yeah, the drugs are nuts out there.
So now you can walk around with an ounce or whatever and just get a citation.
Yeah.
And see, that's what I'm talking about right there. In some parts of with the government, they're making it easier for us to stay on drugs.
Right.
Because you tell me that if I got an ounce of crystal and all I get is a citation, shit, man, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stop getting high.
Well, they get you on all fronts. They got you pharmaceuticals, recreational,
Yeah.
no matter what
Yeah.
side of the
You know,
society you're on.
In Europe, I heard there's this big park and they pass out